much cheaper way to buy chicken is to buy a whole chicken, because when you buy chicken breast, chicken legs, chicken wings, they were already being sorted. So effectively you are paying for their time. So this is a whole chicken. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the legs off first, and then I'm going to cut the breast off, and then basically we are going to use every bit of the chicken. When you lift the leg, you can see a bit of a skin here, and that's where we are going to start. I've got a sharp knife, preferably with a point, so you can get into the bone area. You see this bone just pops off, this joint, and then you just really carefully trim it over that. That's one done. Another one. Same process. You find that bit of skin, you just lift the chicken, so let the knife do its job. When you get to the bone, you point it to the opposite direction, then they just gradually show you the joint, then you just cut it off. So that's two. So the next bit, I'm going to cut the wings. So again, a bit like the leg, you lift the wing up, find that joint, you just trace it, and then you pull the wing away from the chicken, then the joint there will just show. Now it's the breast area. There's a bone in the middle, so that's where we start. We'll do a clean cut here. Go as close to the bone as possible. That's why a sharp knife like this is really useful. Cut around. So that's one breast done. Another one done. And because those breasts are very big, I'm going to pack them one per bag. Now we have this coccyx left. There's quite a lot of meat on here. I'm not going to debone more meat off there, because I'm going to save that as it is to do chicken stock. It's important that I leave some meat on there. So we bought a vacuum sealer. We are going to try out to vacuum seal the chicken so it can preserve them slightly longer.
This is the vacuum sealer we bought from Amazon because we like to prepare the chicken, but we want to keep them fresh for longer. So we have to put the opening of the bag in this little grey slot here, and then close the lid. And then vacuum seal.
A few moments later.
To be done. You can see that it's got a seal here, taking the air out, because it's the air that makes things go off a lot faster. Of course I'm sure, of course I want to film it. Tell me what it is.
Those are, hang on. Those are spring onion, garlic, sesame seeds, dry chili powder, and those are fresh chili. They're about to expire, so I chopped a good bit out. And then these are the same, minus the chili powder and the chili. So for a non-spicy version of soup, that's exactly the same, except I want to put some sesame oil later. This is the chicken soup I'm trying to cook. This is the chicken coccyx. So we cut the breast meat, and I put 2 spring onion head, so it's a white bit in, tiny little bit of ginger.
Tiny.
The spider.
Hainanese. spider one.
Ah, I lost my spoon. Hang on. Let me rescue the spoon out first.
Down to the deep.
Sorry. Oh my gosh, I lost my spoon. Hang on. My husband got me this very beautiful thing because I've been looking at them for a long time. They have different shapes and different sizes.
And this is not a sponsored video, but Le Creuset, if you're listening, we would love to feature more of them, okay? It's not a sponsored video, but it could be.
This is the most beautiful cookery I've ever had.
What do you think, Maggie? Should we interview you? What do you think?
I don't know. The chicken juice is amazing, and I'm going to use that to cook the rice. I have washed the rice. This is a rice cooker. I washed it.
Uncle Roger says we need to wash rice.
Yeah, that's so funny.
If you haven't watched Uncle Roger yet, you need to watch Uncle Roger. Probably going to criticize our video now, but never mind. Uncle Roger, if you're watching, we washed the rice and we didn't use any colander, okay?
We drained it.
We wash the rice and we use first finger joint, you know, how you're supposed to. That's how we do it.
Yeah, I have to explain to our son the other day what that means using their finger.
If anyone's watching and has no idea what we're talking about, you need to go away, watch Uncle Roger and then come back and maybe tell Uncle Roger that we sent you there knowing more than you did before because of him. You want to do rice, do it in a rice cooker. It does it better than you will. It's got a rice button, that's the rice button, right? And they're not expensive, you know,
No, they're really not.
Very reasonable. They do all those things better than you will. It's just perfect every time. Why would you, if you could buy a device that would just do it perfectly every time, why would you not use it?
Hi, I'm Bob.
Hello, Bob.
Why is he called Bob?
I don't know. That's his stomach. His stomach's called Bob.
I'm going to pour that in. Wow, that smells amazing. A bit of that. These are black mushrooms. They are really, really crunchy, beautiful. We are going to use in our chicken dish today. One more thing we are going to use is these. We buy them from bags of frozen from the Chinese supermarket. They are called lotus root and they are beautiful and really crunchy and healthy. Chinese believe that they get rid of the heat in your body because they only grow in the summer. This is a really, I would call it a Zen product because monks eat them because they are called lotus root and obviously they come under the lotus flower, and Buddha normally sit on lotus flower, and it's the most amazing food you can have. It doesn't have any strange taste. It's just very crunchy. Put them in the stew for a long time.
We're under attack.
Hang on a sec, I'll get the gun.
Okay.